Check it every 2 hours on long runs. And the check valve, in case you do run low, or you know somehow lose track of the level, you need to have this check valve on here to ensure that you don't pull a gigantic vacuum inside your cell and basically suck it in. This is not implosion, folks. This here had nothing to do with ignition. This has to do with PV equals nRT. So keep the cell full. Put a check valve on it to make sure that, and also this check valve I don't have a lot of faith in. It kept sticking open, so I would have to I'd have to actually knock it a couple times to get it to seat so that the hydroxy gas wouldn't start creeping out of the check valve instead of the output. So that was lesson number 1. So let's go ahead and take the cell apart as you're seeing it. This is 4 days of continuous running, 3,400 miles at 30 amps. Now, here's the reason. You can see it's got black oxidation. I guess it's black oxidation. I'm not sure exactly what the black is on these. It's just on the mostly on the outer plates. See, the inner plates have some black on the edges, but towards the centers they go back to stainless steel color, like a bronze color, like I would normally expect. But the 2 outer plates have got quite a bit of black. I guess it's oxidation. I really don't know. So the chemical expert might know. This is not something that I've normally observed. I've never seen this on my bike booster. But again, the bike booster runs at 10 amps. I've done plenty of long runs with my bike booster. You know, I ride like a maniac. I put 13,000 miles on that bike last year. But and I've never observed this black coating before. But this, folks, is at 30 amps, way more than I ever built this cell for. The current density is too high. This is a good example of why you need to follow the 2 amps per square inch rule. You run too high of a current, and you're basically, what I see is burning of the outside plates. That's what I'm seeing. So, but they're still solid. I mean, they're not falling apart. You know, they're not. You know, it's still solid stainless steel. It's just got this. It's got this coating on it, and it can be. I think it can be scraped off. Yeah, see, it's not all the way into the stainless. It's just a coating, and it can be removed. So keep the cell to 20 amps. That would be my advice. Looks like the shrink wrap held up pretty good. Now remember, this is the original cell stack from the beginning of the run. It's only the container that I swapped because of that stupid mistake that I made earlier on in the trip. The nylon bolts have held together. It's solid. You know, it's not falling apart. It's not broken. It's all there. Here's how the connections look underneath. So get a good look at that. That shrink wrap there is supposed to be black. It was black when I started. I only had one blue piece left at the time I built this. So let's go. Okay, now we got the cell out. You can get it. It's still kind of, you know, the acrylic still has some transparency to it. So you can see the water level where it's at. And here is a look at the water. 3,400 miles of running at 30 amps. I'm gonna dump it right out. Hey, listen, I haven't changed this water at all. I didn't flush it. I didn't clean it. I didn't strain it. I left 4 days ago with this cell full, and all I have done is add water. I have not added any electrolyte at all to it, which actually I'm really surprised. I figured I'd have to add some, but no, I didn't add any. And I used sodium hydroxide on this trip, and I added none. Okay, before I pour it all out, there's some junk in the bottom. That's all I got, and this was a fairly new cell when we started, so I'm expecting some junk. So I want to get a good shot of just how much junk is in there. That's it. Look at the water, guys. Come on. Look at this. I mean, I don't know how you can get any better than this, really. After 3,400 miles of running at 30 amps. Anybody that tells you that these cells can't hold up, they don't know what they're talking about. They're using the wrong materials or something. Yeah, I got some black layer on the outside of these plates, but look at this water. It is just about crystal clear. I mean, I'm amazed. Even I'm surprised. I expected to see more of a yellowish hue. I really did. I am amazed at how clean this thing is. And I am also astounded at the fact that I didn't have to add any catalyst. None. I held that 25 to 30 amps the whole entire trip. You know, I figured a lot of it would be ejected in the suspended water vapor as it exited my cell. But apparently, obviously, it hasn't, because I did not add a single grain of catalyst at all. So that's how the cell looks. That's how she's held up. I'm real impressed. Other than this stupid mistake here, which won't get repeated, I'm really happy with the condition of the booster after such an extended length of time. Yours, if you build one and replicate it, and you just do your hour per day commute, you're not going to get to look like this. This is smack to the max right here. I pushed this baby as hard as it could be pushed. I mean, I wouldn't dare push it any further than this. I didn't even want to push it this hard. It was just kind of by coincidence and me trying to get out the door that I pushed this thing this hard. 30 amps, 25, 30 amps, it's too much. But that's the result.